Welcome back to Listen, I'm a Barber podcast. We're here at the 3rd annual Cherry Hill Tattoo Convention. I'm Jay Hollywood, as you already know, and I am here with Stacy from Urban's Edge Tattoo Aftercare. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
How are you?
I'm great.
How's your day been so far?
Wonderful.
That's
I'm
awesome.
excited to be here.
Me too. I'm actually so happy you're back because I've been seeing you here for a couple years now. It's amazing to see what you've done with your brand and all the different upgrades. So real quick, can you explain a little bit, what you're doing and how you kind of got in?
Sure. So I make organic and natural skin tattoo care. And what separates me a little bit from the rest of the brands is that I'm actually a skincare formulator that came into the tattoo industry because I felt that they needed higher quality products.
Wow. So you are not just somebody that white labeled a product and just tried to hustle something for some cash.
No.
You're really putting the science behind your products.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
I saw at your station you have something called Kamikaze.
Yes.
And you had said that to me. You wanted to talk about it. I'm very curious. What is your Kamikaze product?
So Kamikaze is an artist glide.
What is an artist glide?
An artist glide is what the tattoo artist would use to help with their glove slide a little bit.
Okay.
Also to help soothe the tattoo as they're going into the skin. What makes Kamikaze a little different is I have 5% lidocaine in it, and I also
love
have
lidocaine.
Yeah, right. I also have 380 milligrams of CBD, and
oh, you do that? Okay.
yeah, and it also helps with the redness, the swelling. It gets clients to sit 2-3 times longer.
Now that is sick. So you could actually sit longer.
You can.
So the quality of the product also, now that you're telling me this, and I'm not into the structure or standard of what to use, but you're actually saying with the right product, the client can go longer.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge. I've definitely tapped out on some pieces merely because of what you're saying. The rawness, the rash skin. It's like, all right, I'm getting tattooed for 2-3 hours, and it's like, it might be a little heavy-handed.
Right, absolutely. We've had artists that have won tattoo of the show that did a 3-day piece
Using your product.
using our products, and there was no redness or inflammation.
3 whole days?
3 whole days, and that we had to provide pictures that this artist was working on
The same piece.
that it wasn't done previous because there wasn't swelling and inflammation.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You came up with that.
Yeah, hundreds and hundreds of hours, and asking artists, okay, is it right? I had the formulation down, but I didn't have quite the delivery system. Like, it's whipped now. Before it was hot poured, so just
That I
trying to,
understand. I
yeah,
understand.
yeah, just trying to get the consistency right for people that use rotary and coil machines to make sure it didn't clog their needles, make sure there was no glove slide, things like that.
Wow. So, just listening to you, that's amazing. One, because I like the scientific approach. I'm always a huge fan. And also a lot of respect, too, that just hearing how much, if I could say, passion you have for wanting to put out a good product. I mean, that's extremely admirable. That's really cool.
Thank you.
What else, other than the comic, I really wanted to hear about that one. What else kind of has helped you build your brand? What other products have you been using or developing as you're saying?
Yeah, so we have a line of aftercare products that are natural and organic as well. I don't use coconut oil or olive oil. I use jojoba oil and jojoba butter. Jojoba is the most identical to your skin's natural oils.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's a little fun fact.
Yeah. So, and actually the molecules in my product are small enough to penetrate the pores in the skin. So my product actually goes down to the dermis layer of your skin and then hydrates and nourishes from the inside out. So when you use my aftercare, you probably will not get any scabbing unless your artist went too deep. Okay. And very minimal to no peeling. Wow. And it's healing in 4 to 7 days. depending on how people take care of it, obviously. But
Absolutely.
yeah.
So I have a question for you, more or less in comparison to the aftercare. I know a lot of people are using Sanoderm.
Yes.
Can you compare your products to Sanoderm? Like,
Yes.
a sense of possibly what would be the result of using both?
Okay. So I've sort of come to the conclusion that, if you're a blue collar worker or whatever, you definitely want to keep Sanoderm on, but you can use Sanoderm in conjunction with my product, or you could just use my product. So with Sanoderm, I noticed that it pulls the plasma out and things like that.
I've seen that inside the
Yes.
tattoo. When I got my forearm done,
Yeah.
I laid it down, and my artist was like, yeah, you'll be good in about like a week or so. And like 3-4 days in, I called him. I'm like, dude, it looks like my tattoo is exploding. He's like, dude, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm worried about it. He's like, no, don't worry. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah, it does. First time, that sort of freaks you out. But there's a lot of plasma and ink that comes out, whereas mine doesn't have that. The ink and the plasma doesn't come out. It just heals it as a whole.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I know you said hundreds and hundreds of hours of research and development. What was like...
And with the artist, it was not coming up with the formulation, because I knew being a skincare formulator, but hundreds of hours talking to artists, having them try it, and seeing what their take is on things. So it was more the delivery system that was driving me crazy.
I've had about 3 products so far that I've just developed, like having fun with. And I do remember the hardest part was actually getting people to give me the result that they got from the product. And I can see where that probably did take up a lot of your time, because I think my one supplement that I made, it was like an energy supplement. It was probably 2 or 3 months of probably about 500 test subjects.
Oh.
And I was like, is it too strong? Is the flavor good? Is this? Is that? And then I got hundreds of pieces of paper that I'm like scratching my head on. I'm like, all right, they don't like cherry lime. They don't like this. They love bubble gum.
Yeah.
So I really respect that, because I remember how hard that was for me to do. So if I was wearing a hat right now, I'd take it off for you.
Oh, thank you.
So where do you want to take the business now? I mean, you've got an awesome establishment. The products are top notch. What's next for you?
I'm going to start formulating more products for the line. I have like a Sanoderm in production.
Oh, you're already way ahead of the game.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So I've had a lot of our artists that use our products say, I don't want to use anything else. Can you create a wrap?
Science and Sanoderm.
Yeah. But the problem is I have an adhesive allergy so bad that it looks like burns.
My fiance had Sanoderm on her tattoo, and around the rim of it,
Yes.
it had looked very rashed up. It cleared up, but
Yeah.
I see.
I get scars. I get like literal burns. So right now I'm the product that we're formulating and stuff, I'm testing different adhesives and medical grade and all that kind of stuff. So I want to make sure that I'm still that top-notch quality ingredients, that I don't take any kind of shortcuts.
I love that you have a standard, and not going to compare it to anybody, but to have a high standard is high success. And I love that that's your mindset. I love that you take a scientific approach. I love that you're not just trying to catch a couple dollars and move out. Like the fact that I'm seeing you here now in our 3rd year as compared to the 1st year has been such an amazing testament to how your products have been. And that's fucking awesome.
Thank you.
That's great. But I'm happy you came on, and listen, I wish you the most success, and I know you will. Thanks for stopping on today.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
I had fun.
Absolutely. I love it. Guys, we got Stacy here from Urban's Edge. I'm going to drop some stuff down low inside the profile. You already know what to do. Look beneath. Check out her stuff. It is revelations ahead of the industry. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Jay Hollywood with Stacy. We're out.
This EP